Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. My website is stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net. You can go there and you can see the products that we have to offer, and you can place an order. You could sign up to be part of my team. Right now there's a great special for people who would like to sign up through the end of through November of 2021. By the 30th, you would have to sign up for it. Instead of $99, it's $75, and you still get $125 worth of product for that. Okay, just so you know. And next week, between November 16th to the 18th, there is a sale that they're going to be having. It's all things that you find in our annual catalog, 10% off of cardstock, 15% off of stamp pads, and 20% off of dies. So that might be something you'd like to check out. And if you would place an order with me, I would be very happy. Not that you have to, just letting you know, if you don't have a regular, demonstrator, I would be happy to be yours. I do also have a Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. And I do Facebook Lives there. Yesterday I did a Facebook Live that is related to what we're doing today. And this week, because I have something going on Friday, I'm hoping to, tomorrow Thursday, be able to do my Facebook. Usually I do a Fun Fold Friday, do my Fun Fold on Thursday this week. So you can always check me out over there. Okay? All right, so today I'm going to be using these two stamp sets. Are part of bundles in our mini catalog. Grab that over here and make sure I don't have this one all set up. It's the wrong catalog. I grabbed the wrong one. I mean, it's a mini one, but it's not the one I had set up to show these, but I'll do that if I can quickly here. Oh, I'm sorry. This one actually is from our annual catalog. This is from, oh my gosh, get it straight, Sonia. Okay. But these each have, if I can find it here, these each have, here it is, on page 14, the bundle, these bundles are with stamps and punches. Okay, so we have star punches to go with the stars are shining, and we have a border punch to go with the Evergreen Elegance, and that one I find easier. That one's on page 91. You can see that in our annual catalog. All right, it's $22 if you want just the stamp set. The border punch, let me just double check the price on that for you if I can find it. The border punch is $23, okay? But if you bundle them together, you save 10%. So for two of them, it's $40.50. You save 10% over buying them individually. This one, the punch is $18. The stamp set is $16. So if you want just one of those, that's what they would be. Altogether, as a bundle, it's $30.50. So saves you 10% over buying them individually. Okay? All right. Stumbling over my words this morning. I'm sorry about that. Or does that have to do that? I have to take this ahead of time. So that's why I'm saying morning and you're watching in the evening. But anyway, here we go. So yesterday on my Facebook Live, I went over this. I used this and I showed how the border punch works. So I'm not going to do that today, which I just realized I forgot to grab my cards from yesterday. So they're right here, if I can find them. Okay, and this one has the 3 trees. It's got this little shadow. It's got some boughs there. It's got a couple of stars. Merry Christmas. It's friends like you that make the season so wonderful. May the beauty of the season bring you joy and warm memories to cherish throughout the year. This one has a bunch of snowflakes or stars. They're really stars, but they could also be almost like snowflakes. The stars, this little star here, and then these ornaments. This is like, you have the stars hanging from something, and it says, celebrate the wonder, be merry and bright, twinkle, twinkle, Christmas star. The stars are shining brightly and joy to the world. And I will show you something with that in a moment. Okay, so yesterday I showcased these cards. This one just used the boughs around the edge. Okay, made the beauty in this of the season bring you joy and warm memories to cherish throughout the year. This is our cherry cobbler and gold ribbon. This is, whoop, again I have to put a little more glue on that. This is our gold holly leaves. Yeah, gold holly leaves. Just making sure they didn't have a different name. And then our wonderful gems, the red wonderful gem there. And then I also did 3 trees in a row. The 3 trees on there, lined them up. Merry Christmas. This is kind of a almost monochromatic. You know, the stars are in not cherry cobbler, bumblebee, and this is from our annual catalog, bumblebee color there as well. Then I tried this. This is the paper that I used on this is from our Heartwarming Hugs. That paper we had last year, and they brought it back again this year. Okay, and this is the rhinestones on this are from our holiday rhinestones. This was our, the right name here for you. And of course I don't have it right here. I thought I did. Here it is. This, I colored this using our blends. It is our glittered organdy ribbon that's white, as you can see, and then you can change the color by coloring it with blends. This is another one I did, the boughs, Merry Christmas. This is our gilded gems, and this is ribbon, our ribbon, which is just called sheer ribbon. It's red sheer ribbon, okay? And this paper, as I said, is also from Heartwarming Hug. So you can see me doing more with those if you go to my Facebook page to see what I did yesterday. So today I wanted to focus a little bit more on this set. I'll do some with both, but I wanted just to show you this. Now this is, oh here, I didn't clean that off. There's my, right here. Just to make it easier, this is, this, you stamp it, and then this cuts that out. Okay, so I should stamp this on the back just so you can kind of see that. So let me just see if this was like that. Just try and do it, yeah, like that. So if you stamp it out, that's Balmy blue I'm using. You stamp it like that. This, I'm not going to cut it, well, it's not in the right spot, but that would cut, because that's too long. I would have to trim that down if I was going to cut it out. But that's how you stamp it, and it would fit in that way. Okay, and then this is how, I don't know if this will, but so what I did was, this doesn't, again, it's a little too long. So what I did was I just used some silver paper. I punched that out, and then the pieces I glued over here. So this is that, this is that, this is that, this is that. Okay, just like, all right, so they just all, so you could just see, this is what it looks like, the paper here when it's left, and then these are the pieces that you get. Okay, and that's how you stamp it. Then you would line it up with this, punch it out, you would get all of those individual ones, and then this would be left behind. All right, so I hope that's making some sense to you. And I just wanted to show you, I just had them and then I moved them. Where did I put them? Oh, right here. I do have a couple of cards that I made up already. And here's one I thought I wanted to try this, and it turned out pretty good. I thought I was pretty pleased with it. I took the, except that I realized I got the, it doesn't matter. It should have probably been this way, and I did it that way, but this star's usually that star we have going that way, but silly me, I meant to punch it that way, but it's okay. It's still stars. They look like stars. So I punched this out, and see, here's some of the pieces that punched out. And this is on Misty Moonlight. And then I just took a piece of silver foil, of our silver foil, just a piece just big enough to cover that in the back, and then just glued it to that. Okay. And then I stamped this in not quite Night of Navy, and then this I used our silver embossing powder to stamp that. Okay, and then this paper right here, this happens to be some DSP I had left from last year from we had some beautiful snowflake paper, and I wanted some of the variations, so I used that. And it's fine to use your old stuff. You can't buy this now, so if you don't have that, you would have to, if you wanted a similar look, you'd have to try something else. But I didn't want just straight cardstock. I wanted it to have a little variation, so I used that. And then just use some of our basic rhinestone basic jewels there for a couple little added bling. Then on this one, you can see I used the bows from this across the top, and then I stamped all of those in VersaMark, and then used this again. The red I used on this is from an old embossing powder that Stampin' Up had years ago. It was a sparkly red, and it's fine. The biggest thing I want you to know from this is that use your stuff in your stash. It's okay. You don't have to always use just new stuff. We have we get a lot of product, and something like embossing powder does last a long time. And right now, what we have available in embossing powder is black, clear, and white. That's the basics. You can get all three together, and metallics, copper, gold, and silver. So they don't have any reds or greens right now, or blues. Doesn't mean that they won't again at some point, but right now we don't. But I really wanted the sparkle from that. So, all right, and then I just used our red ribbon here, which it's like red what do they call it? It's stitched red ribbon, basically, is what I think it's called. What's right here? Make sure I'm telling you correctly. Double stitch satin ribbon, and it's red. Okay. And then I used our red rhinestone basic jewels there. I put a layer of garden green there. So this is on a real red cardstock with basic white, a layer of basic white, a layer of garden green, and then I stamped it on basic white. After I did this, I thought I could have even, especially with a red ribbon here, maybe it would have been nice on just a green background. So I may try, card base. So I may try it again, and this isn't turned out. It is have a few little messy spots on it, but it's my sample, so it's more so that for me, it doesn't have to, be perfect if it's a sample. But anyway, so that's those. All right, now. So what I wanted to do first was to make a card, and this I'll show you some of that paper I mentioned again. This is paper from the snowflake paper last year, and if you are familiar with Stampin' Up and were following any of us last year, you would have seen us using that. So I'm gonna start by, I just had it, my silicone mat was right here. Oh, there it is. It just was hiding. And just going to put some Stampin' Seal on this. Whoop. I'm going to put that. The corner's a little dinged up. I'm not sure how that happened. But anyway. And you can see, because our card base... Oh, it's over a little far. Our card base is 8.5 by 5.5, and then you score it at 4 1/4. So I'll just show you. Open it up. Whoop. 8.5 by 5.5 this way, and then scored it halfway across. So that's 4 1/4. And then this page. So the front, that gives you, the front is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I just took 1/8 of an inch off 2 of the sides here. So this is, and I still didn't get it right. So this is, let's see, it was 4 1/4. So it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. Man, it's really grabbing there. It doesn't want to. Let me try this one more time. See if I have the paper all bung up by the time I get it on here. So there. Sometimes if you do it, there, that's better. It's so a little off. Well, you know what? It's staying. Okay. And then my plan on here, let me just take a look. Yes. So what I wanted to do to, right now, I'm not going to be punching out the stars for this, but I am going to stamp them on here. Because I thought, I just wanted to see, what does it look like? Oh, get my Stampin' Pierce mat to give me a better cushion under these photopolymer stamp set. Now, and then you want to make sure this one, you really want it that way. Because if it's that way, it doesn't, you know, so it really looks more like a star. I'm doing this in Balmy blue, so there's all the stars. And then I just wanted to have this sentiment. Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas star. Oh, it might be a little crooked, but it's going to be okay. I'm going to close this up. And I just thought, so there, you don't always have to necessarily punch it out, but I could. Okay? So, it should be dry now, so I'm going to do this. Put some adhesive on the back, and you can just use your favorite adhesive. And actually, I think I'm going to pop that up. I do like to pop things up, but it felt like it was going to almost fall into the background there, and I didn't want that. Is that over too far? It might be over just a little far. Let me see here. There. All right. Oh, I should have not taken those off yet because I just want to look at something. So I put that there. So all of a sudden I thought, do I want some right here? Do I want this on there maybe? It's got some pink on it. I can look at this here. Maybe. Let's see. Or do I want a bow? I could leave this just white. I could color it, you know, blue if I wanted. No, it might be a little too much. Let me just put that to the side for now. And what I want to use on here are, whoops, a couple came out at the same time. I'm going to do some of our blue Adhesive-Backed gems. And we had these last year, and they brought them forward for this year, and which I'm happy for because I really like them. I'm going to use this lighter blue. Come here. And come on. Giving me a little bit of a hard time. Maybe we'll put a little more so I can have some on the outside and some on the inside. Like that maybe. I don't know. I don't like that one there, but I'm not sure where to put it. I know. Put this here. I'm going to move this one down a little bit. Like that. Do that. There. There's that. And if you wanted to add, do I have a little bow over here? No. I may somewhere, but not that I can see right now. And if you wanted, I usually play around with it a little to get it the size I want. Let me just trim this down because I have another idea. Let me just see here. So that could even go like right here, or just look. Grab, I didn't think of this before. Again, I get going and then sometimes I come up with an idea. I'm going to, let's see, this is the dark. Is that going to be too dark? A lot of times I do the dark. This is our Balmy Blue Stampin' Blend. And if you don't want a bow, you always can just do a knot as well, which I did do a knot. I should have kind of pointed that out, I think, on one card I made that showed you earlier. I'll point it out here in a minute. Let me just finish. Just want to make sure. See, that's a darker one, and if I did the lighter, I don't know that it would really show up well. So, all right. Whoop, yep, I do need a little more. I thought probably I should measure this out and see what is the right amount. I've never really measured. I just kind of do it and go by, hold it by, do I have enough colored so I can make a bow? So let me just see here. I need just a little bit more so that the end of it, then I'm going to measure this in just a minute. Here, just do a little more here. And my little, so that's 6, oop, it's about 6, so about 10 inches, which that sounds right now that I said that to you. A lot of times people will say, oh, that seem to know these things. It does sound right for what they say that they're using, about 9-10 inches. But you want to have enough so that you can really manipulate it and, you know, do what you want with it. And it's actually, I think I ended up a little bit more than I needed, but just so that, okay, that's good then. So let's just see if we want to put all that just to show you how I do get some different colors to match what I'm doing, okay? And this could, so there's the blue. Down here, if you want a bow, where did I, here's the white. I'm going to trim it. It's just a little too long for what I want. Just play with it a little bit, get it where you want it. So there's that. There's the blue one. there's the white one. Oh, I like both actually, but I feel the blue, I think I would use the blue because you almost lose the white in there. It's so light. And then I just use a glue dot to adhere that, 1 or 2 depending on. Just put it on the knot. Missed one there. And just stick that right there. So there we go. You saw me fiddling around and figuring out. Sometimes that's one of the things that you do get to see is how does Sonia figure out what she wants? Okay, and then for this one on the inside, I would put, let me just look here a minute. I would do, let me see, do I just want, clean that off. Where's my, right here. Just see my little piece of scrap paper here. I just want to try something. See if it will work. What do I have there? Okay. And whoops. Get everything together that I need. Okay, and I'm going to put this over because, now I just put my thumb that has blue on it. I didn't realize it right in the middle of that paper. Turn it over. Okay, and I'm just going to put this like that, I think. Because I don't want that one star. Maybe it's going to get on there anyway. Just to do that. And actually what I can do maybe is that little edge, it just looks like an errant star. Oh shoot, I messed it up. Look at that. Alright, let me just try it one more time on this side, and I may have to just, not even do it. We'll see. Do it like that now. Can I do this? Wipe that edge off right there. I don't want to get that extra. Talking to myself, sorry. Try this one more time. That's a little better. And then I think I am going to add a couple of these on. One there. One, get this out of the way. I think it's messing up there. Anyway, oop, I didn't get that. I was hurrying too much. I'm going to play around with that, but I like to put some little thing on it, and I don't think the stars are turning out the way, oh look at that, and I had all over my hands. I got to wipe my hands off here before I do anything else. Thankfully I've got some baby wipes here to wipe my fingers off. Anyway, I will have to play with that, and that's what I would put inside, and I would add my, when I know what I'm going to do, who I'm going to send it to, then I'll add the sentiment. But just to give you an idea, you know, so that would be inside with the stars, however I end up deciding to do them. And what I may end up doing, so this is the other thing, since this is a mess anyway, let me just, I did have this other thought, which I don't know why I didn't think of it before. Do I have... This is what else you can do. You can use your Stampin' Right marker, not the blends, but the marker, and you can just color the part you want. I don't know whether that's... There's my scrap paper to see that it almost may have been a little too wet. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, so let me try it again. So then, if you do this with your marker, so to say I want this one. So say this was that top corner and I wanted it like that. Okay, see, it does come out. This was a blob that was there, so it does come out. Okay, and then I think I might also do this one. So I'll play around a little bit. I just kind of want to show you. I don't have another, and I would actually clean these off more, but in between, it's not coming off on my paper. So that one and one more. What other one do I want here? I think I'm going to do this one right here. Whoop, wrong end. This one right here. So maybe that's what I'll do now that I've played around with it a little bit here with you. Hope I didn't get that all right. Okay, it looks like it's right. So I could have like these three, and maybe I'll move it over a little more, and then I can add my sentiment. All right, so just some ideas of what you can do. You can have it just be white inside. You know, it's what is it that you want. Okay, let me just real quickly clean these off, because otherwise I'm going to end up with a mess, and I'm sticking my finger in it or something, because that's what I do. Because I want to, but it's just because it's there, and that's what happens. Okay, put this to the side. And then, I was also just going to do, I want to try the Peaceful paper from the Peaceful Suite. Peaceful, anyway, and it has all the grays, and got some grays and silver and black. So there's my, move stuff out of my way, and then I lose it. I lose when I move them. I lose them. Where is it? Oh, I guess something to do with, oh, it's just that these stamp a lot better, or this works a lot better if you have, oh my gosh, I just had it. Well, I know I'm not the only person who can stand in one spot, not move, and something I just had in my hand disappears. Okay, so there's that. And then on here, what I wanted to do was, I had punched these out yesterday for that video. I'm going to add that to the bottom, but what I wanted to do, where's the light green here? I'm going to use the garden green, and I wanted to stamp some trees. So I'm going to put this guy in the middle, down just a little bit. Yay, sometimes those I've been getting a little, there he is. And then, and even if it goes on it, wait a second. Just, it's going to go over a little, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll be all right. There. Those three. And then I wanted to put this kind of in front, like that. Or do I want it up higher? I'm just trying to, no, I don't think I want it directly over. I think I want it down more like this. So what I'm going to do is see, all right, I need to trim this off about there and play around with it a little bit. I don't like it looking like quite like that. There, that's better. So that goes there and over here, right here. There, just, and I think I'm going to pop those guys up. Okay, get my mini dimensionals, which I have right here. Of course, I saw I had a whole thing of it out earlier, and now I'm not finding it. That's the other thing that always happens, like regular ones. Oh my goodness, I just had a whole little thing of them here. Where did I put them? I will find them. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. Here, I'll take one out of here. I know I have. Oh, here it is over here. Never fails. And I close this up. So I'm going to put and there. Is that going to be enough? Do I need some? Maybe need some more. Whoop, wait, I want this down just a little so you see a little bit of snow, as it were, there. And if you wanted, you could put some under, you know, some more under, but I think that may be enough. There's that. And then I think I'm just going to say Merry Christmas on that one. Wait, what does this have over here? Oh, well, maybe not. From here, what else? Create, celebrate the wonder. Maybe I'll do that one. That sounds kind of neat, doesn't it? Now let me just see. This will be on here, just a very small. I realized that you could just do that, but I realized I really like having just it's just like 1/8 of an inch. So it's like really ends up being almost a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. I'll put that on in a minute when I'm done putting the greeting on, but like that. And I was thinking I wanted red, but you know what I'm going to do? Because this is something, and this is something else I do also, is with my scrap paper, I will stamp it in 2 colors and just kind of hold it up and see which do I like better. So here's Merry Christmas in red, and clean that off. And then Merry Christmas in green. So let me just see, which do I like better? And sometimes, see, the other thing, just to show, I'm just kind of showing you different ways that I do things. Might be something that you would incorporate when you do it. It may not be, but sometimes I'll even like do this, just trim it right off. So then there's not a lot of extra stuff around it, and I can really just see better, you know, obviously. But anyway, so do I like it more like this, in red, Merry Christmas, or do I like it more in the green? Oh wow, it's difficult. All right, so if I do that, and then I could put some red embellishment on it, or oops, I could do this. I actually think I do like it better in the green, more of a monochromatic look. So there, but I may not have been able to make that decision without doing that. So, and actually I said Merry Christmas, and I was not to celebrate the wonder. It doesn't matter. It's the color that I was really looking at more than anything. And silly me, I did the Merry Christmas. Ooh, there's that. And the other thing I might do, I want there's snowflakes like around it. So maybe, like, I've got this little, let me just make sure, because this has some, I think I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to do that in, did I bring over the light gray? Because this is, I think I'm going to try it in Smoky Slate. So let me just, again, try this and see, do I like that color? Yeah, I think so, because the basic is going. The basic one is going to be too dark, so I'm just going to put a few of these. Let me just see what I'm doing here. There. So just put a few of these around. Then when I get there. Oh, maybe one more. I don't want it to look too. Just kind of like that. And I just had this other thought. But I'm gonna. So anyway, let me put this on here. And you know what? I didn't even pay attention to what time I started. But anyway. This is going to go like that. And since that's popped up, I'm just going to make this flat. Although you could pop this layer up too if you wanted. But I'm not going to. Wait, now that I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want one more. I do like odd numbers. I put the other one maybe over here. Down here, maybe. Yeah. Right there. Anyway. Now, I guess I need a little more. I don't know. I never can tell where to put it. There. All right, there's a bunch of them. You can put more, you can put less. And then I'm going to use, if I can find what I did with that, some of my, I think I'm going to use some of my basic rhinestones, the little ones, and not everywhere, but put a few of them on here. And get it right in the middle. This one needs to go up. There, it didn't. 2, 3. Let me see. 1, 2. Need one more. Maybe not. I got that. Wait, let me do this one and move this one. Where do I want that one to go? 1. And I'm going to do a bigger one, a little bit big. Oh, that's too big, this one. I'm going to put it right on the top of that tree there. Anyway, good enough. And again, later I'll just probably stamp a tree for the inside and do that. All right, let me clear the decks here a little bit so I can my house phone's ringing now. Wonderful. Oh, great, a call from Attica, New York, which is where we have a big, there's other things there, but that's where we have a big prison. I don't know anybody there. So it's probably somebody trying to tell me that my car warranty needs to be renewed. Aren't we all getting those calls now? Oh my goodness. Either that or somebody in Africa wants to give me $1 million bucks. You know, all those crazy things that people put on either through online or through our phones. Okay, just want to kind of make some room here so we can put up the cards for you to take another look at. So here's this one. Here's this one. Those are the two we made today. And if I can find where they went. These other two that I did before coming on today. So there, I think you can see all of those. Yep, they all look like they're showing up on the there. All right. If you like this video, I would appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, it really is exciting when people subscribe, and so I would appreciate that as well if that's something that you would be comfortable doing. As I mentioned before, I do have a Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, where I have more videos and more information. I would love it if you would visit me there, and just maybe even leave a comment letting me know that you came to see me because you saw me on YouTube. But anyway, so I will be back again here on YouTube on next Wednesday at 7:30. I would love if you would be able to come back and join me again. And until we meet again, everyone, happy crafting. Bye-bye.